tease about Flashpoint, Grant told us that it wasn't going to be part of like the whole season, but it was we were kind of going to see like.
Yeah, I mean,
everything that happens in Flashpoint will have a ripple effect throughout the season.
Yeah. But you know, when we come,
That's all he can say.
but when we come back, you know, he just saved his mother, and he is living with his parents. So the whole world is different. He didn't grow up with Joe West. He didn't grow up with Iris West in his house. So you get to see like, oh wow, Cisco's a little bit different too, and Caitlin's a little bit different, and
and Wally's a little different.
Wally's a little bit different. And so the way we structure the episode too, it's really pretty cool. It's, you know, you're kind of thrown in like, what's going on, and then we slowly unveil like what's really going on. So it's a lot of fun.
Can you talk a little bit about the process of developing the story and what you're allowed to use from the original? I mean, obviously, I would assume Batman, Wonder Woman, all those characters are not.
I mean, we approach it more from a perspective of what can we use and how and what can we pick from and what is going to inspire us from the comic book. But then, because it's a TV show, we have to put it in our Flash TV show filter, spin it around, and just try to make the best story that we can from that.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's so many iconic moments in Flash, and then we put there's 60 years of it or whatever. And with those, we really, we really see what it's inspired, and we work closely with DC, Jeff Johns and Dan, and there are like the realities of what we can use and can't. So we try to use as much as we can, obviously, but at the end of the day, we're telling our version of that for the show.
How far ahead do you actually plan from a series perspective? With Arrow, you've talked about they've got 5 years worth of script. Do you plan more than one season ahead of the time, or do you?
Well, we have tent poles. Like when we broke last season after the finale of the first season, we knew that we were going to get to Flashpoint.
Yep.
So we knew that was going to happen in season 3, and then you get general ideas of like how that can unfold and like where to end, and it always helps from story point to know where you're driving towards. If you're just like, I don't know, you get a disaster. So we try not to make disasters. Yeah.
We try not to be disasters.
We try not to make disasters.
We try.
That's our motto.
Try not to suck.
Yeah.
Is it going to have an effect on the other shows and the other timelines, and how is that going to play out?
Yeah.
They're in the same universe and in the same world, so it's certainly possible that it would have a trickle down effect.
I mean, there's we have a little mini crossover in episode 2 where we see Felicity, and there'll be some of your questions answered there about that. Yes.
What can you tell us about this mysterious new speedster we've seen photographed alongside Kid Flash?
Well, you will see tonight at the panel, so definitely come and
he's one of the Flash's biggest rivals.
Yes, that's what I'll tell you.
Put it that way.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.